Well, would you look at that? Me uploading on a Saturday and a Sunday. Isn't that absolutely crazy? What's happened? Has hell frozen over? Well, it may have, because of the, TOG Season 2 release date thing. And am I doing this for clickbaity reasons? Possibly, you could argue, I guess. And to a degree, maybe that's a thing. And I'll probably end up doing a similar video to this closer to the time of the anime releasing. So, yeah, it probably is that. But I also just want to... I've thought on it a bit more over the span of the day. Night as well, I guess. Since my video on Saturday, yesterday, which is the day I'm recording this, I should say. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so this is the day after the trailer that we got, the release date trailer. So, unless... I don't believe there's been any new news today, so there's that. So there won't be anything. So I should be as up to date as I can be. If anything does happen between now and whenever I put this video out at some point on the Sunday, Sunday for me, I should say. I don't know why I keep doing the I should say, but fuck it, we're here. Unless any more information comes out between now and then, which I find unlikely, but hey, it could. This should be as relevant to the time as possible, but whatever. What can we expect from Tower God Season 2? Yesterday's video, I was very rushed. It was very off the cuff, very short, very brief, but I kind of gave what I thought. And I did say, don't set your expectations too high, right? Especially because it's being split into two parts. Workshop Battle has been confirmed, is the main reason why you shouldn't get your hopes too high. And I explained briefly why in that video, but I'll explain a bit more here. Obviously, Season 1, as I'm sure you've heard, had a lot of cut content. Like, a lot of cut content. Not that I would know, I've not read Season 1 yet, but at some point I will. But there's cut content, and, the pacing is a bit rushed at times. If Season 2 doesn't have a high episode count, you can guarantee that the exact same thing will happen with Season 2 of the anime. Because there's a hell of a lot more chapters all the way up until the Workshop Battle than there is in Season 1. Like, there's a lot. Like, there's a whole lot. Anime onlys, be ready. There's a lot of content coming. Seriously, there is a lot of content coming. Really good content, but a lot of it. So, what I expect, if they don't want pacing issues and too much cut content like last time, is Return of the Prince would be around... I would say near 20 episodes, maybe even 24, if you really want to get everything and really give everything the time it needs, right? I'd say 24 episodes, somewhere around there. A full season, a full core for Return of the Prince, and same thing again for the Workshop Battle, with another 24 episodes, with another at least 24 episodes in the case of the Workshop Battle, because, well, I mean, I guess it depends where they get up to in Return of the Prince. I'd say Hand of Arlene is an alright cutoff point, but it's been a while since I've read Season 2, so maybe there's a better point, but I feel like Hand of Arlene's a really nice point, especially with what happens at the Hand of Arlene, or an end of core, if you will, but that's what I'd say, and I think other people probably agree with me as well, that that's a good point for it to cut off, so I think that could be what we can expect, perhaps. And then Season 2, Part 2, Core 2, whatever you want to call it, the Workshop Battle segment will pick up from after that until, well, the end of the Workshop Battle. Whether or not we get an announcement for beyond the Workshop Battle with, the Hell Train, that'd be, oh god. Yikes. The Hell Train would probably have to be broken up into parts as well. Like, no, it absolutely would. The Hell Train is absurdly long, but I don't think we don't need to think about Hell Train yet, okay? That'll be a different story. That'll be a different timeline. Another 4 or 5 years for that. But yeah, that's what I think we can expect for episode-wise, being hopeful, okay? But if we get 12 and 12, then oh no. Oh no. If it's 24 episodes total for both parts, we're fucked. It's over. It's over, Tower God Bros. It's just the end if that's the case. I hope that isn't the case. I really do. But yeah, could happen. Like, it could, Now, moving on to some other stuff that we could possibly expect. There have been rumors I will preface this. Rumors. Nothing's confirmed. I have not looked into the validity of these rumors myself. I've only heard about there being rumors. I probably should have looked into them, given that I'm mentioning them, but, you know, somebody with more concern or fucks to give, that's one way of putting it, can go do that and look at the validity of those rumors, right? Is it a studio change? Now, I believe a studio change is incredibly likely. To what studio? I don't know. Don't know what studio we could get, but a studio change, I think, is likely. And my reasoning for this might sound like, you know, crackpot, tinfoil hat, you know, conspiracy theory shit, but if you look at the small bit of art we have, you know, the original reveal from over a year ago now of Barm and Wangnan, right? The art style is different compared to Season 1 of the anime. And obviously, I know different studios can work with multiple art styles. Obviously, they can. But a sudden change in art style does tend to imply a studio change. Doesn't always, you know, especially if staff move around and stuff, which is likely to happen in the anime industry. But I do believe a studio change is in fact, being a different studio might have been confirmed, but we don't know who it is. But looking at the art visually, we might be getting a more visually pretty show with Season 2. Now, I actually do like Season 1 of the anime's art style. It's very simplistic, but I actually quite like it. I like the aesthetics of it all. I like the color. I just like the way it looks. I also really like the very little stuff we have for Wangnan and Viol. I know that we did get a shot of Viol right at the end of the Season 1 anime, you know, all that time ago. But even then, that looks different to the little bit we got of Viol now. That also isn't too different, but it's different enough where I think, you know, we can be hopeful. Those of you that had gripes with the art direction can be excited, or at least, you know, somewhat apprehensive or hopeful, whatever you want to be, for a better for better subjective, for, you know, maybe more appealing, more pretty, conventionally pretty art style. We'll have to wait and see on that. Yeah. I think, really, I know I haven't wholly expanded too much on what I said yesterday, so this is kind of a superfluous video, so this might not even end up uploaded, but yeah, I think that's what we can expect, is a shift in art direction, definitely. At least, it's kind of somewhat implied that we can expect that. Episode counts, I hope to God they're high for both parts. I hope to God. Studio change. Director change. You know? I hope we get a similar level of soundtrack, because the soundtrack was fire. Like, you know, soundtrack was really good. And, well, I guess I'll say one thing for the anime onlys. If this video does get uploaded and you've made it to this far through, anime onlys, expect to find that things subtly change from Season 1. Season 1 and Season 2 are quite similar, but there is definitely Season 2 around the workshop battle, I'd say, but especially, is where you'll start to notice a bit of a change in Tower of God's direction and what it is, what the story is. You know, it's maybe not theming, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. So yeah, if this video is up, like, comment, sub, YouTube stuff, you know the drill. And with that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I hope to catch you all next time for another video. Ta-ta. But now...